Latest in Sadhguru's Isha Foundation case, in a major relief, the Supreme Court has closed the Habeas Corpus proceedings. This case was filed by the father of two women who were allegedly held captive in the ashram. The court has considered the statements of the two women who are aged 39 and 42, noting that they are adults who are voluntarily living in the ashram and they are free to leave whenever they choose to. The court also determined that no further action was necessary, emphasizing that the daughter's freedom of choice while maintaining regulatory obligations for the ashram. In fact, the top court also emphasized that proceedings cannot be used to malign people or institutions. My colleague Harish joins us on the broadcast to get us more details on this. Harish, Isha Foundation and Sadhguru stand vindicated here. These were, of course, proceedings alleging that the women were held in the ashram against their choice. But the Supreme Court did speak to the women, the CGI did speak to the women and has now ruled that these women are staying there voluntarily and these sort of proceedings should not be used to malign people or institutions.
Yes, that's right. This is what the Chief Justice observed while, closing the Habeas Corpus proceedings initiated by the father of two ladies, that is Geeta and Lata. The father had alleged that they were being held captive and they were not being allowed to contact the family despite repeated efforts, but on the basis of which the Chief Justice bench closed the habeas proceedings is that, number one, remember, as you rightly said, on the last date of hearing, the bench had spoken, virtually got in touch with these two ladies who said that they were living at the ashram voluntarily at their own sweet will, on their own accord and as per their wishes, and also denied any charges of them being restrained from any movement, saying that one of them even participated in a 10-kilometer marathon. The Supreme Court had taken this into record and also noted that even the police had recorded the statement, and even to the police, these two ladies had said that they were living there voluntarily, willingly, and there was no element of coercion. And so the Chief Justice observed that they are 39 and 42 years old. They are adults. They have the right to choice. They have the right to decide where they should live. And this is the main premise, main ground on which this habeas corpus habeas corpus proceedings have been closed. It was very importantly observed that the Madras High Court should not have expanded the ambit by asking the police to look into the other criminal cases against the Isha Foundation. Remember, the status report had cited around 8 cases in the last 15 years, including alleging several other women are also missing. But Supreme Court said what was before the High Court is just habeas corpus petition. By dealing with the other cases, the High Court had clearly exceeded its jurisdiction. So the Supreme Court said only the habeas corpus proceeding is before us. We will only look into that. We will not go into other cases. So taking the statement of the two ladies into consideration, which was stated in the High Court, in the Supreme Court, also repeated before the police, Supreme Court has closed the habeas corpus petition. And as you rightly said that such proceedings cannot be used to malign a particular individual or any organization. Remember, on the last date of hearing, the Supreme Court had made several observations, like prima facie they were convinced that the Isha Foundation did not get a fair hearing before the Madras High Court, number one. Number two, it was not proper to send an army of policemen numbering around 150 to 200 into an institution in this manner on the basis of a habeas corpus petition. And also, once again, the Supreme Court highlighting the statement made by these two ladies before the bench, that they are living there voluntarily, on their own volition, on their own accord, as per on their own sweet will, and also found that the allegation that their movement is restrained is also wrong, because one of them had participated in a 10-kilometer marathon. So, taking all these facts into consideration, the Supreme Court has closed the habeas corpus proceedings against Isha Foundation of Sadhguru, coming in as a very big relief for the Isha Foundation. Back to you.